Good afternoon and welcome. This is Lunchtime News on TV1. Today is the 9th of April 2021. Here are your headlines for this afternoon.
Who is responsible for the pollution of the Diwanna lake? Ajit Manna Perma sworn in as a member of parliament in place of Ranjan Ramanayaka. Drug racketeer Cheety arrested from an underground bunker.
On to your top story for this afternoon. Reports swirling in recent days that the Diwanna lake is being polluted by waste material added from an outside source were confirmed today. A debate regarding the matter ensued in Parliament as well.
I made a revelation in good faith, but at the time the ruling party accused me of attempting to grab attention. But it has happened yet again. You might remember you told me that it occurred at the time because of a pond at the parliamentary premises being cleaned. But you had provided me with false information. You yourself told me that it was the lavatory drainage system.
නිවැරදි උපදෙස් ලබා දුන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක බොරුවක්. පොකුණක් සුද්ධ කරපු හින්දා නෙමෙයි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඔබතුමාම මට ප්‍රකාශ කරා basically drain system එක නෑ එතුමා මට අවස්ථාව ලබා දුන්නා.
මේ කතානායකතුමාගේ නිවේදන මේව කවදාකවත් මේ ඉතිහාසයේ පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ
නෑ එතුමා අවසරය දුන්නා. කතානායකතුමනි. ගරු කතානායකතුමා අවසරය දුන්නා.
පිළිවෙතක් කරු කතා.
නිවේදන වලින් පසුව ගන්න කියලා අවස්ථාව ලබා දෙන්න ගරු කතානායකතුමනි. මට අවසන් කරන්න අවස්ථාව ලබා දෙන්න. අවසන් කරන්න. ගරු කතානායකතුමනි නිවේදන වලින් පසුව ගනිමු.
මේ standing orders සම්පූර්ණ පටයි.
This is completely against the standing orders. What is the point of this?
වලින් පසුව ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ ගනිමු. නිවේදන වලින් පසුව.
after නිවේදන.
මේ වාර්තාව මට ලැබි.
I am in possession of the report. A number of reasons have been stated. The main cause is waste being added from an outside source.
කොහෙන් හරි ඔබ කියන අපද්‍රව්‍ය එකතු වීම තමයි මේ හේතුව. කොහෙන් එකතු වුණාද කියන එක තාම හරියටම මේ හොයාගන්න බැරි වුණා. කොහොම හරි එහෙම අපද්‍රව්‍ය මිශ්‍ර වීමක් සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙන බව තමයි එතුමන්ලා කියන්නේ. මේ හැන්සාඩ් වාර්තාවේ 494 වෙනි පිටුවේ මම කියන්නේ.
I am quoting page 494 of the Hansard. This is what you have said. I probed the matter. The pond at the parliamentary complex has been cleaned and the wastewater had been directed to the Diwanna lake. This is not a fault of yours but those who directed you to say this. What has happened is that all the wastes on the drains have been directed to the Diwanna. When I reveal it, the ruling faction condemns it. Please call for an explanation from the Central Environmental Authority, not the SLRDC.
කියනකොට විපක්ෂයේ ආණ්ඩු පක්ෂයේ කණ්ඩායමට දොස් කියනවා. මේක තමයි ඇත්ත කතාව. ඉතින් මම ඔබතුමාගෙන් ඉල්ලීමක් කරනවා තවදුරටත් මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ යට ගහන්න නැතුව වහාම පරිසර අධිකාරිය ගෙන්නන්න. SLRDC එක නෙවෙයි ගෙන්නන්න ඕන. පරිසර අධිකාරිය ගෙන්නලා මේ පිළිබඳව පරීක්ෂණයක් පවත්වන්න.
මේ පිළිබඳව මම හිතන්නේ
We are of the stance that this matter should be probed. Please appoint a committee and request for a report on the matter.
පරීක්ෂණයක් කරලා ඒකට වාර්තාවක් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න කියන්නේ. එතකොට මේක වෙනවා මොකද අපි මේකට කෑ ගන්න නෙමෙයි එතුමා හැමදාම ඇවිල්ලා අනවශ්‍ය දේවල් කතා කරනකොට මේකේ කාලය පිළිබඳව ගැටලු තියෙන්නේ.
They avoided the debate on the April 21st attacks yesterday and similarly are attempting to avoid it.
නතර කරන්න.
දියවන්නාවේ ප්‍රශ්න කරු කතානායකතුමනි මම එදා පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ නැති දවසක්.
Honorable Speaker, I witnessed 3 yellow gully bouses disposing wastewater to the Diwanna Oya. You can confirm the legitimacy through CCTV footage. The bouses were stationed where the President and the Prime Minister's vehicles are parked.
ඒ වැසිකිලි වලවල් සක කරන මැෂින් තුනකින් තමයි ඒ වතුර ටික දියවන්නාවට දැම්මේ කරු කතානායකතුමනි. මේක බොරුවක් කියනවා නම් ඔබතුමාට පුළුවන් ඒ දින මීට මාසයකට කලින් මැෂින් තුන නවත්තලා තිබුණේ ජනාධිපතිතුමත් අගමැතිතුමත් තමන්ගේ නිලධාරීත නවත්තන තැන.
Minister of Trade Banduru Guruwardana made a recommendation in Parliament today to arrest consumer organisations which disseminate false information regarding the relief pack provided by the government.
රුපියල් 1000කට භාණ්ඩ වර්ග 12ක් ලබා දීම අකණ්ඩව සතුට වෙළඳසැල්වල මේ දිනවල කිසිදු
Satasa supermarkets are using the package of 12 items for 1,000 rupees these days without any hindrance. Recently in the media, a cunning and an unintelligent man representing the organization to protect consumer rights had made massive anti-government allegations against this national program. We are doing something in times of crisis. The police and the CID are active in this country. The Satasa Institute went and filed a complaint requesting the law to be enacted against anyone in any position who are attempting to rob the people of programs that are beneficial for them, such as this. When the bag was being introduced, I was asked, how long will these items last? I said this will last for a week or two as an answer to a question. When they asked if it was for a family or a person, I said a family. I said it by a mistake, and the chairman of Sathosa corrected me and asked me to say it was for one person. Before I could correct myself, they publicized it. I requested the police and the CID to intervene and take action against vengeful, destructive organizations like this that work with hidden agendas to stop beneficial programs like this.
පොලිසිය සහ අපරාධ පරීක්ෂණ දෙපාර්තමේන්තුව මැදිහත් වෙලා සාධාරණ ඉෂ්ට කළ දෙන ලෙස ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා.
Still in news from Parliament, Diwanna, who was nominated for the parliamentary seat left vacant by Ranjan Ramanayaka, was sworn in as a member of Parliament before the Speaker this morning.
අභිනව මන්ත්‍රීවරයන්ගේ නිල ප්‍රතිඥා දියුරුම් දීම ගරු අජිත් මාන්න පෙරමුණ මැතිතුමාගේ දියුරුම් දීම.
ආදිත්‍යවර මාන්න පෙරමුණ මම ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රික සමාජවාදී ජනතාවේ ආණ්ඩුක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාව ආරක්ෂා කොට අනුගමනය කරන බවද ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ දේශීය දෙවන රාජ්‍යයක් පිළිපීමට කෙලින්ම හෝ අන්‍යාකාරයකින් ශ්‍රී ලංකා ප්‍රතිනිධි හෝ ඉන් පිටදී ආධාර දීම අනුබල දීම උත්සාහ දීම මුදල් ලැබීම ධෛර්ය දීම හෝ දේශනා කිරීම නොකරන බවද ගෞරව බහුමානින් යුක්තව ප්‍රකාශ කර තිබෙනවා.
තුමාට සුබ පතමි.
Results of the general election held on the 5th of August 2020 show that Diwanna had received 47,212 votes and was ahead in the list of candidates who were not elected to Parliament from the Samagi Janabalawege Gampaha district preferential list. Diwanna entered Parliament for the first time in 2013 to fill the seat left vacant following the demise of Dr. Jaffna. Thereafter, he was elected into Parliament at the general election held in 2015 but was unable to garner sufficient votes to enter Parliament at the 2020 general election.
Mayor of the Jaffna Municipal Council, Vishwalingam Manivannan, was arrested this morning. Police spokesperson DIG Aditrohana stated that he will be handed over to the Terrorism Investigation Division for further investigations.
මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් විමර්ශනය කිරීමේදී අනාවරණය වුණේ මේ පුද්ගලයන් යාපනය මහනගර සභාව විසින් රාජකාරී සඳහා මහා මාර්ගයේ යොදවා ඇති බවට.
When probing the matter, it was revealed that these individuals were deployed for road duty by the Jaffna Municipal Council. Further investigations regarding this matter revealed to the police that these individuals were wearing a uniform similar to the uniform worn by the so-called LTTE police during the war. Statements were recorded from many witnesses, including the Jaffna Municipal Commissioner. After recording statements from external parties, it was confirmed that the mayor of Jaffna had given the group uniforms and employed them. It is an attempt to propagate the symbols of the LTTE uniform. Therefore, the mayor of the Jaffna Municipal Council, Vishwalingam Manivannan, who is 34 years old, was arrested by the Jaffna police. The suspect apprehended is to be handed over to the Terrorism Investigation Division. Further matters regarding this will be carried out according to the provisions of the PTA.
ඔහු සම්බන්ධයෙන් ත්‍රස්තවාදී වැළැක්වීමේ පනතේ ප්‍රතිපාදන අනුව ඉදිරි කටයුතු කිරීමට නියමිතව තිබෙනවා.
On to another headline-making story. Infamous drug racketeer Sarath Kumara alias Cheety has been arrested by the police special task force while hiding in an underground bunker.
Police spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana said the arrest was made when he was in hiding at his residence in Mullaria. The police spokesperson further said Sarath Kumara was the first henchman of the deceased underworld figure Angodaloka. The suspect was wanted in connection to a case involved with 112 kilograms of heroin presented before the STF in Valigama on the 12th of November.
The human-elephant conflict continues to aggravate each day, and last night 5 more houses in Valikanda, Polunnarua were destroyed by marauding elephants.
The villagers of Valikanda Susilgama, Malinda have been suffering at the hands of wild elephant encroachments for a prolonged period of time. Elephants that encroach from the Somavati reserve have caused damages to 4 villages in Suryagama and a house in Malindagama. Villagers point out that due to the absence of an electric fence, wild elephants encroach into villages and cause damages to properties and crops. Locals of the area who were battered by the spoils of war for nearly 3 decades are now burdened by an over-worsening conflict of wild elephant encroachments. Meanwhile, farmers' protests are still active in several parts of the island. Today is the 83rd day of the Satyagraha carried out by the farmers of Valsapugala Hambantota, requesting that the land area agreed upon to be gazetted into the Wild Elephant Management Reserve. Today is the 24th day of the Satyagraha in Mahiyangania town centre in support of the farmers of Valsapugala Hambantota. 37 farmers associations have pledged their support to the movement. Meanwhile, the Satyagraha initiated by farmers in Madavatia demanding a solution to the human-elephant conflict will be held in the Madavatia town centre for the 22nd day today. Residents from villages threatened by wild elephant attacks around Madavatia are present at the event. The Satyagraha initiated by the farmers of Galgamu continue on its 25th day today.
Probably for the first time in the world, farmers are fighting to protect the rights of the very animals that cause them so much difficulty on a daily basis.
සංවර්ධන ව්‍යාපෘතිය ඇතුලේ අද අවතැන් වෙච්ච සතුන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් වනාලි 250කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයක් හම්බන්තොට මේ වල්සපුගල ප්‍රදේශයේ ආසන්න ප්‍රදේශවල ජීවත් වෙනවා.
අක්කර 65000ක් වගේ මේ අලින්ට වෙන් කරලා තිබ්බේ. හැබැයි ඒකෙන් දැන් අක්කර 25000ට බැහැලානේ.
කියන්නේ අලි ආවනම් මට දුව ගන්න බෑ කොහොමවත්. මං ඉතින් මරුන් කන්නම් බලාගෙන බෑ මට දුවන්න බෑ.
The initiative launched by the Ministry of Environment to plant tree saplings was held at the capital Maharaja's city office in Colombo this morning.
The island-wide campaign is conducted with the objective of planting trees in line with the Sinhalese and Tamil New Year. The program will be carried out island-wide and tree saplings were provided to journalists during today's program. Minister of Environment Mahinda Amaravira also took part in the event.
It is the duty of the media to point out our mistakes and to highlight the damages caused to the nation and the environment. Our duty is to investigate these matters, correct the mistakes made. I have seen throughout 50 years forests have been reduced, trees have been cut down for development activities, filing of court cases have increased. They have steadily risen. What we are talking about is changing this.
Group Director of Electronic Media Business of the Capital Maharaj Group, Nidra Veerasinghe, CEO of MTV and M Entertainment, Attorney at Law Susara Dinal, Newsfirst channel head Surangasena Nayaka, and Director and General Manager of Newsfirst Yasarat Kamal Siri were also present at the event.
Access to clean drinking water is a valuable resource most in rural Sri Lanka are deprived of. Although villagers in the vicinity of Hindeva Galgamu have been provided with a water project, it does not provide an adequate supply of water.
The water project was implemented for 300 families in the villages of Hindeva, Dangahawava, Morottevama, Nikawava and Konaragama. Residents in the area point out that the water supply provided through a pipeline laid out for a distance of about 15 kilometers is insufficient. The request of the locals is for a well to be constructed to address this issue, adding that the water sprouting from wells in the area are unconsumable. Lack of access to clean drinking water has played a major role in the number of patients suffering from kidney disease. Residents urge authorities to address this issue swiftly.
And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news on TV1. A gentle reminder for you to tune in to TV1 at 7:30 p.m. tonight to watch the News First exclusive Farmers for Elephants, the story of Valsapugala, and also a concurrent live stream will be held on all News First digital platforms. For the News First team, I'm Jayamal Ratnayaka. Take care and stay safe.